Welcome back everybody. I hope you can hear me properly because I had a few audio problems for reasons that aren't entirely clear. I get good audio out of the internal mic of the DJI Osmo 3, as I have had several months now, but the external mic wasn't really working. You could hear it but only just. Suspected if it was the USB connection itself on the camera. It's a bit difficult to tell at the moment. I mean, it could be something to do with the cable of the mic. I tested it before coming out and it was okay again, but well, if it's half-hearted then sorry about that. If it's really rubbish, well, I won't put it on anyway, of course, or I might put some music on. So we're going to go and head out towards Britannia Bridge. Going to do a little bit of drone photography of the bridge there. Nice day for getting out. Not quite as good as I wanted to go out in the mountains, but that'll come tomorrow. So a fairly quick outing onto the Menai Strait. Let's see what we can see. Quite hazy again. It's this easterly wind that comes in with a high pressure. Hanging around for over a week now, 8 days or so. And, although the weather's lovely, high up on the mountains it's pretty windy. And it's pretty windy down here in fact today. It's okay. Get a little bit of headspace on the bike because well, my daughter had a bit of a nasty surprise yesterday morning when she woke up. She'd been out to the local Smashies takeaway, had a usual burger costing about 10 quid I think, all in. And she woke up this morning to a bill of £4,400 I think. It seems to be an error, just a keying error. The transaction seems to have been caught in time to put a hold on it whilst the bank investigates. It should be okay because of course there's no earthly way that anybody could claim £4,000 was spent on a... Good grief, a very bad example of driving there. Just would not pull out. Yeah, so my daughter's had a nasty surprise that hopefully within a few days it'll be sorted out. Just need to go through all the paperwork and yeah, but it's a bit unfortunate because that money was her payment in large part for her accommodation at university, so yeah, have to be prepared for these things. Luckily we can tide her over no problem, but Yeah, a little bit unexpected. Messing about with mirrors today. I sort of hit this left-hand one, but it needed a bit of adjustment actually, so it works a lot better now. Very timid driver there for some reason. Elderly, of course. Actually, it's not a bad day on the mountains. It's just covered a couple of miles closer, really quite clear. The sun was up there yesterday. He got up to top of Rwydva or Snowdon, or very much close to the top anyway, and yeah, very quick about it as well. It's nice to be able to just nip out, go up the mountains and come back home for lunch. There's another rubbish driver. And again, elderly, just creeping up and not realising he was gaining on somebody. Kind of come the wrong way really, should have come off of the slip road, but there we are. No problem. We shall come off for the next one with no loss at all. At the moment it's a question of kicking my heels really with Blood Bikes Wales. I've no idea what I'm supposed to be doing, so just waiting for the meeting, the local meeting in the mid-month, so I just need to decide really whether I'm going to be offered something that gives me the enhanced rider scheme ticket, which in theory you could just take a day or even less than that, or whether they kind of expect me to do that off my own bat. So I mean, it's not something I would refuse to do, but if they've got some special way of getting in to that course, or they've got a special course for it, then obviously that would be a little bit quicker, maybe possibly cheaper, more relevant of course to the kind of riding we're doing. So a little bit irritating. Met some guy up in the mountains the other day with a nice Harley Davidson, lots of chrome on his bike, and he just signed up as well, and he wasn't complaining, but he had noticed the application to volunteer was taking quite a long time. I think it's just because there's one person doing an awful lot of work. Hello. An idiot Audi behind, young driver, no indicator. Come to his senses a little bit when he realises I've got a camera. Well, they got the Marquis Tower ahead of us there. It's I can't remember. It's about 12 quid each, I think, to get up there. It's pretty expensive. For decades, it was just like 20p, or latterly a quid, the equivalent of 20p, I suppose you could say, a long time ago, to get up there on some rickety stairs. And eventually the stairs were deemed to be unsafe, so they had to do. Well, actually, they didn't do an awful lot for a while, and then they got some grant funding. I think it was lottery funding to do it up. They've got a little museum in there now, so there's a lot more to see. There's a lot more sort of coherent, I suppose, but expensive, a lot of money, especially if you have a family. So, but worth a visit, certainly. We're just going to go across the A5 here, down towards St Mary's Church, down by the High Strait. Clunk our way down the gears. Nobody knows why, but there we are. Those lorries, traffic can hide behind them. I don't know why the indicator's still on now, yeah. Old man indicator. Oh dear. Right. So, this car park's a little bit far away from the bridge at Britannia. So we'll take our kit off because it's very warm from walking around in bikes and gear now. And make our way that way, down underneath it, and eventually alongside it. Okie, that'll be sure. You're right. reception at Britannia Bridge. Warm and cool in equal measure. It's a bit of a strong wind down on the straight, but perfectly flyable for the drone. I hope the audio's keeping up on the old Osmo. And that's us done. And where's he going? Yes, not taking much care, is he? Go through RPG and this part of the village, just on the left I think it was, is where an old lady was murdered well, many years ago now. It's quite an event in a small Welsh village. Very bizarre case it was as well. Nice little hill start here. I was quite lucky to catch a train going over the Britannia on the video. There we are, perfect hill start there. Kind of thing you can work yourself up about if you've not ridden a big bike before, or any bike really for that matter. It's pretty easy with a back brake. Right, there's all sorts of cones here now, and they're quite badly signed on the entry to them. Kind of run into them without any warning. They're a give way today. Right, there we go. Learner driver leading the way at 40 miles an hour, otherwise nobody would be doing it. So, just our mirrors again. Hey, he's got the number plate Dad. That's kind of lucky. Can never quite get these mirrors right. Not too bad though. There we are. Oh, busy on the old roads today. It's ferries coming in and what have you. Well, that sign that we were messing about with there was originally put up to manage tailbacks going into Holyhead at the time of Brexit. 3 years ago at least now. But there wasn't any tailbacks. In fact, the traffic just died altogether for several months. Very much back to normal now, if not better than it used to be. But yeah, that sign just kind of stayed there doing not very much. No doubt costing the taxpayer a fortune. Yeah, it's the old chemical barrel, plastic barrel at the side of the road there. It's been there for several days. I keep meaning to report it. It's pretty dangerous if a wind should catch it. Alright, let's get past this truck then, shall we? They got wombles going up and down here every day. They don't seem to have picked up on that barrel. Now I shall make my way home and have a quick cup of coffee or something. I might go out again later. We'll see what my son's doing. He's just going back from... We've gone to do a bit of session of climbing, indoor climbing. Son and the daughter quite like doing some climbing, good for their health in general. Nice bit of slow manoeuvring there. Just a bit of 30-degree turns here. Short-lived excitement there for a moment. The sunshine brings them all out. Foot down, sadly. I'll avoid another one. There we go. Bit of a hole there. Yeah, careful with those holes, you never know which way they'll deflect you. Soft shift up to 60. Oh, it's very nice to have some nice dry roads, not an awful lot of wind, no salt. There we are. All the stars aligned today. I guess it's going to be pretty busy on the weekend. I think the weather's going to hold. I haven't really seen the forecast for several days. It's certainly going to be busy if it's a good forecast. And, so tomorrow we'll have a good hike. I may or may not take the camera, I don't know really. This microphone problem is, well, it's a bit of a reminder that doing vlogging is a little bit unrewarding. Well, it's not unrewarding in doing them, it's unrewarding in as much as you have to make an awful lot of effort in order to start getting any sort of interest. And there's a fair few views, a couple of hundred on some of them, which is for a small channel where an old guy's just droning on about things in general, is not too bad. But I know the kids like listening, keeping in touch with what I'm doing. So we'll see, but we may have a little bit of a hiatus to see if we can to identify where the source of the problem is. I suspect it is just the cable that's playing up on this microphone. I did buy another one from the same supplier, but it's pretty obvious that that's not got the same wiring. So these things that come from China, they're all over the shop. So we shall see what we can come up with. I think the microphone was only about £1.30 or something anyway, so you know, we can't complain. Got good service out of it whilst it lasted. Takes a bit of a beating, that's the thing, coming on and off the helmet and what have you. I'm trying to secure it as best I can, but it's a very weak cable. So if it all worked out properly, thanks very much for watching, and hope you enjoyed the drone footage. The engine's a bit knackered, and we'll catch you on the next one, which at this rate of weather won't be very long. Take it easy, ride safe.